I'm
Hi.
sorry, Mama.
Do what? Sure, I think so.
We need to move now so you can keep it.
I don't know
We
what
can
I'm.
get under. We got room under if we need to go down one step and sit
Okay,
this
let's do it.
behind us.
Let's do it.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Hello, and welcome to the Squirtle.tv game of the week. Mark Rogers, Joe Atkins with you tonight for what should be a good one. It is Del City at Douglas. Del City, the Class 5A runner-up from a year ago. Douglas, very improved this season, 15-1 off of an 18-9 record in Stephen Alexander's first season at Douglas a year ago. Joe, and again, Terry McMorris played at Del City last year, at Douglas this year, so it'll be interesting to see the intensity in this game tonight.
It should be very interesting to see what happens with these two teams here. Both contenders to win state championship in each class. Morris, as you mentioned earlier, a transfer from Del City. It'll be interesting to see how composed he is and show his maturity, as we have a few college coaches in the building.
And again, both these teams, seedings came out today. Douglas, obviously a very high seed in Class 4A. We've had assignments from East and West in the big classes, Class 5A, which Del City participates in, but they will not know their opponent for another week. But what are the keys tonight? Both teams obviously are outstanding, and inside Brandon Garrison, 6'10", just named McDonald's All-American for Del City.
Well, first for Del City, I think the key is they have to establish the interior with Garrison. A huge mismatch on the interior. Douglas really doesn't have the size to really match Del City on the inside. So for Douglas, it'll be pace. Can the guard speed up the tempo and ill-advise some of the size and the disadvantage that they have on the interior?
Del City has 5 losses this season. They got a record of 10-5, but those losses have been close. They also participated in a prestigious tournament in Fort Worth over Christmas where they went 1-2 against some really good teams from the state of Texas. Also, Del City second place in the McGinnis tournament and second place in the Norman tournament. So those losses for them, both losses in the Norman tournament came to Putnam City North, who's having a great season.
Del City also, early in the season, I think they've only lost one game since they got their point guard back, Demarius Veely, who was set out with a knee injury for the first half of the season. So he's getting back into the groove, and I know they're feeling real confident getting him back.
Veely's about 5'8", very quick, a guy that can really help push the tempo. This Douglas team is also pretty young. There are a lot of sophomores that contribute on this squad.
Douglas, as you said, a lot of sophomores, a lot of guys that started last year and have a lot of experience now. Although they're young in class, they've had a lot of experience as in making a deep run in the playoffs last year, losing in the area finals to Weatherford.
Yeah. We'll let you listen to the starting lineups.
Number 10, Brandon Garrison. Number 12, Jamari McAllister. Number 22, Percy Green. And number 23, Jaden Felix. Coached by Lenny Hatchett, assistant coach Tommy Griffin, Tom George Jr., Danny Norris, and Terry Young. And now, for your Douglas Trojans. Number 3, Jaden Wheeler. Number 11, Devon Scott.
Tip-off about ready to happen here inside the Douglas Gymnasium. Joe Adkins has come dressed to impress tonight, rocking the John Marshall shoes. Completely outclassed in that category.
Well, good.
I didn't get the memo, man. I didn't get the memo.
Well, I mean, I got to be best dressed. Since you're carrying me one way, I got you on the other end, baby. I got you on the backside.
I don't know about that. Oh, man. Excited for this one. Should be a great ball game as we head into really the most important month of high school basketball down the stretch. Former teammates are going to jump it up against each other. Brandon Garrison for the Eagles. Terry McMorris for the Trojans. And we are underway. McMorris stole the tip.
Pretty low tip. Somebody forgot to give the ref the invite there. Got a few high flyers there.
That was a very low tip. Williams guarded by Garrison. Douglas typically would be a higher scoring team. First three is off the backboard partition and will go out of bounds. Del City probably prefer to play this game a little bit more at a lower pace.
Del City, they'll push it when they get the opportunity, and if they don't get anything easy and early, they'll set up their half-court offense to try to get the ball inside.
There's Veely. Garrison's got that range. That's short, and the rebound comes off to McMorris.
Key for Douglas to be able to rebound the ball on the defensive boards.
This may be a potential goaltend here. We got a great crew tonight calling this game. Corner three is short, and we're going to have, what, a foul or just out of bounds? No foul, just remain the center of the floor with the Eagles. A lot of tradition at Douglas. 10 state championships, 7 runners-up, dominated the teens. Veely for 3, in and out. Rebound to the Trojans, Landry Ballard. And Morris takes too many steps, turns it over. Del City's tradition in basketball has really ramped up since Lenny Hatchett took over the job. Won the Class 6A championship in 2021, but they've played for it in the last 3 tournaments that they've been able to play. Would have been a force at the 2020 tournament that was canceled due to COVID. 3 ball, wide open, no good. Rebound inside, the Eagles keep possession. Euro step, and the first points of the game go to Del City and Landry Ballard. excuse me.
First points
Force
given
ground.
up. Offensive rebound by Dale City. Able to capitalize on second chance points.
Almost a turnover. Foul and one. Count it. Landry Ballard with the bucket with a chance to go to the free throw line.
Very good move there by Ballard, the sophomore there. Getting to the middle part of the defense, drawing a foul, getting it up, knocking it down.
Free throws off. Here come the Eagles the other way. Garrison being guarded by McMorris, the top of the key. Provide a little help on him.
Although Garrison has huge size, he plays a lot at the high post, and they'll slide him down to the box as they do there as he misses the left-hand jump hook, but retrieves it back for his team.
Percy Green misses the shot. Rebound here for the Eagles. They've done a good job on the offensive glass. Deep three is good. Jaden Foreman heading to Oklahoma State as well as Garrison, but to play football, gets a big three.
Douglas, it's gonna be interesting to see how they take this first quarter. They're not probably used to getting the physicality that they're gonna see from an upper class and a Dale City team. So it'll be interesting to see if they can take the first blow here in the first quarter.
McMorris goes to the rim, puts it up, no good. Quick tip, up and good.
Very nice drive by McMorris. He couldn't finish, but the quick jump, pogo jump, back to tip it in.
I think people must have went to the concession stand, a little bit of late arriving crowd. It was a good crowd when we got here for the girls game, and now it's really starting to fill up.
Definitely a nice crowd here.
Williams off a screen, uses some patience, sidestep, got it. Jaden Williams for three.
Jaden Williams, a sophomore, hadn't shot it as well as he did a year ago, but he's a guy that can get it going in a hurry.
Garrison on the block. Wide pass, Green saves it. Shot blocked, Foreman into the lane. That three is off from Green, and we're going the other way. Douglas with the lead. Up by 2. Morris working off a screen. It's a switch. Ballard. Mismatch. McMorris and Veely's quickly double team, and that's good defense by Dell City. Came with the trap and forced the turnover.
That time, Dell City switching on all screens against the smaller Douglas team. That time they tried to go inside to McMorris versus Veely. Come with a quick double, unable to pass out.
Eagles are going to spread it out a little. Great drive, and that looked like maybe potential goaltend there. What's the call? Basket good, McAllister on the drive. Nice take, Joe.
Very nice drive that time. Coach Alexander that time unhappy with the defense. The help side defense and no one stepped over, creating a goaltend on McMorris.
And nice jump shot by Landry Ballard. He's got 4.
Again, the ball screen, creating a switch. That time, Ballard able to finish right over the top of Garrison.
Garrison triple team, shot blocked from behind, or at least altered. And here come the Eagles and the Trojans and McMorris, and he can't get it to go. Rebound inside by Jace Breath, and we got a foul. Eagles fans wanting a jump ball. Officials are going to talk things over here. Jump ball. Jump ball will give it back to Del City.
The officials doing a good job letting the guys play.
We had a little premature changing of the possession arrow. It is now good to go. Douglas dropping back into a 1-3-1 here. Jaden Williams got some potentially blood on his nose. That brings the first substitute into the game for Douglas tonight, James Greenhoward, a sophomore. So while we clean up the mess that is on the floor, we'll take a quick break. Squirtle game of the week at Douglas High School. The Trojans on top of the Eagles 9-7. All right, back to get underway here. And Foreman will inbound it to Veely for Del City. Went out and extended the 1-3-1 pressure. Foreman gets it into Garrison in the middle. Jumper in the lane is short. Rebound McMorris.
Garrison struggling a little bit at the start of this game as he's got a few easy looks right around the goal, just unable to finish.
Foul will go on Jamori McAllister on the floor. Substitute for Del City, Deshaun Long, is in. McAllister will go to the bench. Trojans will inbound it under the basket. Landry Ballard. Throws it in. McMorris will take it in the backcourt. Ballard, elbow jumper over Garrison. No good. Rebound comes down to Jaden Foreman.
Ballard that time may have forced it a little bit. Coach Alexander wasn't very happy with the shot on that possession.
Ball tipped away on the drive. McMorris ends up with it. The Eagles do a good job of getting back on defense. And McMorris is called for carrying the basketball. If you're evaluating, obviously, Brandon Garrison, who made McDonald's All-American, Joe, which is quite an accomplishment and an honor, what are his strengths?
Well, the one thing about it, he's very raw offensively. Probably a better passer and offensive rebounder more than anything. Already right now, as far as transition to the next level, the one thing he can do is he can switch on pick and rolls and guard perimeter players as he has great feet. And he's a guy that you don't have to run plays for to be effective in the game and can dominate a game without scoring the basketball. And things like that to carry over and transition to college really early.
Veely gets his first bucket to tie the game. Great hands by Long, and they turn it right back over. The rebound comes back to Del City. Veely gets fouled. Ballard a little aggressive. Williams had his cut tended to. Is back up off the bench, ready to come into the game, as is Antonio Green. Veely and Green having quite a battle. Foreman drops it back down to Garrison. Pull-up jumper, no. And another rebound for McMorris.
Uh-oh, look out, Mark.
Oh! You knew what was about to happen.
The one thing that people don't know, Terry McMorris is a high major athlete. Maybe raw offensively, still needs to shore some things up, but in the open floor, one of the best players in the state.
Oh, he threw that down with some authority. It got this crowd amped. And that's it for the first quarter. Big throwdown from McMorris gives the Trojans a 2-point lead. We'll take a break here on the Squirtle Game of the Week. Break.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, Squirtle Game of the Week. Mark Rogers, Joe Atkins here at Douglas High School. Douglas 11, Del City 9. It's been a slow start for Brandon Garrison. He does not have a field goal in the game. He's had some good looks early on, and the crowd really just energized by that tremendous dunk from McMorris. They go back up and alley-oop again, and he can't quite handle it.
That time, Coach Alexander drawing up a live play for McMorris. If you can't dunk it, you just want to go up and catch it high, come down with it and power back up. That time he just tried to finish in one motion, maybe cost his team a lay-in that time.
Jaden Foreman is fouled by Jace Breath, and Foreman will get a couple of free throws. First one rattles out.
In a game like this, free throws are going to be crucial. Got to value those points at the line.
Foreman's second free throw. It goes, 11-10. Eagles, full of half-court pressure. Breath up for the shot. Nice turnaround. Nice work in the paint by the senior for the bucket.
Get the scissor cut up top, then an isolation for Breath, and he finishes with the spin move.
Another turnover for the Eagles carrying the basketball. Some more substitutes for Douglas. Devon Scott is back in. McMorris will get, well, he's not going to get a breather. He's just going to throw the ball in. What are his offers right now, Joe?
Right now, I think he has some interest from a few low major colleges talking to his coach, but mostly been some D2s and some junior colleges. I look for that to pick up because the athleticism that he's shown and the improvement from one year to the next, I expect him to get some things later on.
Garrison clears the board after the McMorris miss. Garrison in, turnaround, soft touch. He's got his first bucket, and the Eagles are on top.
That time you saw Garrett catch it much more patient in the post as he took his time and was able to finish over the top of McMorris.
Really good blockout from Percy Green. Eagles moving around the perimeter. Green pulls up from the elbow, short. The rebound comes down to Scott. Nice move, shot blocked. Rejected inside, put back up and in, and we have a foul. Athletic block from Green. This foul will go on to Sean Long. And 2 free throws coming up for Landry Ballard.
If you're Dale City now with this Douglas team, they're going to have to get back in transition. Douglas is one of the best teams in the state at transitioning from defense to offense and scoring baskets within the first 10 seconds of their possessions.
Ballard missed the second, got the first. No opposition on the rebound for Jaden Foreman. McMorris always in the vicinity of Garrison in this zone. There's a 3-ball up and good. The second 3 of the game for Jaden Foreman.
Foreman again knocking down the 3, trying to pull Douglas out of that matchup zone.
McMorris, kick out. Corner 3, up, good. Count it for Devon Scott.
McMorris that time with the penetration, finding Scott on the wing. Douglas is a really dangerous team when Williams and Devon Scott are able to make jump shots.
Garrison retrieves it over the outstretched hands of Williams. Runner in the paint is no good, and the board taken away by McMorris. Williams loses it. Bealey coming the other way. Goes up, misses the shot. There's Garrison for the putback. Timeout. We'll keep it right here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Del City Lenny Hatchett wants to talk things over. 4:48 to go, and we are tied up at 17. This game has been close, as you would think. Back and forth, both teams.
Both teams, we started out a little slow. Both teams probably having a little jitters as this game has been circled on a lot of people's calendars. Much intriguing game and exciting. So both teams are starting to settle in and starting to play a little better.
both teams have changed up their defense a little bit with some different half-court looks. Anything you see that's being more effective than something else?
Well, for Douglas, they're going to have to change defenses because they don't want to give Garrison the same look. You give good players the same look over and over, they're going to make adjustments. And Douglas has pretty much done that all season where they like to play multiple defenses. For Dale City, you want to continue to stay physical and keep hands on Douglas because they're maybe not accustomed to that, but they can't give up offensive rebounds to be Morris as that can ignite this team.
McMorris worked off a couple of players and slid in right there underneath for an easy putback. The foul goes on Garrison, and McMorris will have a free throw here, convert the traditional three-point play.
McMorris so quick off the floor as not only his first jump, but his second jump that allows him to just get so many offensive rebounds as guys just can't react as quick as he can.
Free throw's good. McMorris has 7, and Douglas picks up full court pressure with Jaden Williams out front. But going to the bucket is Long. He draws a foul. Only the third team foul on the Trojans. And Long will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 3 team fouls, but 2 of those have gone on Jace Breath, 6'7" senior. Second free throw is Long. Garrison went up over the back of McMorris, who was able to come away with it. Now dribbling out of pressure, trying to. They're all over him. And turns it over. Long with the steal. Garrison. That ball tipped away by the Trojans. Coming the other way is Scott. That ball is poked away, but a foul goes on Long. And 2 free throws are coming up. Lenny Hatchett is not happy with that call.
Scott, that time with the really good anticipation as the Dale City was trying to skip, runs through the pass, able to get himself to the line to shoot 2.
That brings Veely back up off the bench. They're going to call this on the floor. So no free throws coming up. Caleb Moore is into the game for Douglas. Scott, fall away, good.
Tough shot right there for Scott as he puts the ball, catching it off balance as he was going to shoot the 3. Used the pump fake, got to the line, 1 dribble pull up.
Largest lead of the game for Del City. Garrison's double team. Cross corner pass, 3 ball up, in, out. Rebound comes down to Scott. Veely almost had that drop. Another running jumper is good, count it. Landry Ballard with 7, and the lead is now up to 6. Jumper and a foul. It's going to send Percy Green to the free throw line. Chance to get to the free throw line to stem some of this momentum. We were tied at 17. And Douglas has gone on a 7-1 run since.
On the last possession, you saw Garrison do a much better job in the post of skipping the ball, making a good pass to a wide open Veely. But if you're Douglas, you want those guys to stay on the perimeter and take those long 3-point shots so you can rebound and try to get out in transition.
Green gets both free throws. Quick substitution for the Eagles. First break of the night for Jaden Foreman. He's relieved by Jamari McAllister. Oh. Running jump shot, no. Rebound to the Eagles in transition. That was McAllister with the board. Quick three ball is up and good. Green got some confidence at the free throw line. And the last five have gone to the Eagles, and a timeout for Steven Alexander. 20-second timeout there. So both teams going on a little bit of a mini run there.
Green is the one guy for Dale City that can consistently make three-point shots. So he's the guy that they really like to find behind the line and knock down shots. That time, got to the line, made a couple free throws, ball swung to him, a defender closing out. He's still able to knock down the three.
Well, he was ready to shoot. I think that made all the difference in the world. He knew he was going to take that shot. Had just enough room to do it. He's got 7. Jaden Foreman was 7. And the Eagles get right back in it quickly. McMorris, cross-court pass, 3-ball up, good, count it. Devon Scott now has 8.
Very good pass there for McMorris as Dale City comes out with a little full-court pressure. Douglas able to get the ball to McMorris in the center of the defense. He penetrates, finds Scott again for the 3.
Green, wide open, count it.
Green starting to find a rhythm here offensively as the penetration breaks down the defense. Douglas sinks in to help, finds a wide open Green. He knocks down another 3 in back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, big game. Maybe both teams a little bit tense in the first quarter, but they've really started to heat up here in the second.
Dale City now goes to the 2-3 zone.
Scott working off a McMorris screen, misses, and the ball comes right to Garrison. He's going to lead the break. Gets it to Veely. Long 3, count it. Jamori McAllister gets a 3, and Douglas falls down by 2.
For Dale City, that's huge. They get 9 points really quick there with 3 3-pointers in a row. They're not a team that's going to make a lot of threes, so that's big for them as that can open up that interior and make it easy to get the ball inside to Garrison. Watch the lob.
Alley-oop. And we're going to call a foul on the screen to set it up. Two on Landry Ballard. So Ballard will go to the bench. James Greenhoward back in. Foreman quickly up and back in. Foreman will take over for DeKalen Godwin, the quarterback for the Dale City football team. See what the Eagles decide to do here. Under a minute, looks like they might want to play for the final shot. 20-point quarter for Dale City and counting. Most of that coming in the last minute and a half. Looks like they're going to try to force Foreman to potentially handle the basketball. Foreman lost control. Douglas turnover all the way to the rim. Up, no foul called, rebound, and we got a foul. Looked like Greenhoward potentially wanted a foul. Foul goes on Green. First foul on Green.
Foreman that time maybe trying to do just a little bit too much, dribbling in the crowd. Douglas creates the turnover, able to get out in transition and draw the foul, getting to the line, shooting 2. Right here before the half, Dale City's going to probably get the last shot here.
Foreman really a strong player, and he shot it well from the outside tonight, but I think you're exactly right. Handling the basketball against pressure defense, not his strength. Caleb Moore at the free throw line for the Trojans and misses badly. Corey Holman at the scorer's table coming in for the shooter. Not going to get the opportunity. Del City will have one shot at it. Green, double teamed. Bealey from way out there, Rainmaker, no good. We've reached halftime here on the Squirtle Game of the Week. It's been a good one and will continue to be. Should be an exciting second half. It's Del City 29, Douglas 27.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3888. 888-888-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We are ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
And the teacher of the game. The teacher of the game.
Welcome back here to Douglas High School. Halftime, it's Dell City on top of Douglas 29-27. Here's a scoring recap from the game. First for the visiting Eagles, 10 points from Percy Green, who heated it up from the three-point line. Has 10. Jaden Foreman with 7. Jamori McAllister with 5. Brandon Garrison with 4. Demarius Veely with 2. Deshaun Long with 1. For a total of 29. For Douglas, all the starters have scored. 8 from Devon Scott, 7 apiece from Terry McMorris and Landry Ballard. That included a thunderous slam from McMorris, then 3 for Jaden Williams and 2 for Jace Breath. So I think the team's got a little bit more comfortable. Joe in the second quarter, setting it up for what should be a really good second half.
I thought if you're for Dell City, you know, they had that spurt where they made the 3 3-pointers in a row, and that really kind of got them back in the game, and they kind of got comfortable there, and their defense picked up, and they kind of stagnated Douglas. Douglas going to have to get back into their transition game like they did early in the game to get that lead. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in this second half.
Neither team in particular foul trouble. A couple of players with 2. No one with more than that. Veely. Garrison catches mid-post. Kicks it out to the corner. 3 ball from Foreman. No. And the ball is tipped out off of Garrison by McMorris.
Foreman had made a couple threes early in the second half. Garrison gets him another 3 wide open, just unfortunately not able to knock it down.
Saw his skills passing the ball. He zipped that one out there to the corner for an open look.
For a big guy, he's a very good ball handler, as he can handle a little bit. He can make good passes, doesn't really force a lot. Hadn't been able to score it as well on the interior this early in the game, but kind of settled in late in the second quarter.
Garrison goes and grabs that rebound away from Breath.
That's probably the best facet of his game right there, really just seeing the ball and being able to go get it.
Green penetrates into the lane, throws one up, no. McMorris has it and comes the other way for the Trojans. Morris hands it off to Ballard. Breath. Dribbled into a double team. Good help from Garrison on the backside to force the turnover. McAllister being guarded by Scott. McAllister pivots into the lane. Shot sent out. Good block from McMorris, helping backside.
Very good help side that time by Morris as he gets the block.
Count is on for the inbounds. Green and Veely. Veely trying to work off a screen from Foreman. Garrison has McMorris posted up. Strong move into the lane. It's good.
Again, Garrison kind of settling in on the post. He's getting deeper post position. If you're Douglas, you're going to have to get there much quicker with the double.
What a finish from Ballard to finish over the top of Garrison. Garrison could have blocked that shot, but he put it up so high off the glass that he didn't get there.
Ballard, the first couple minutes of the game, got off to a really quick start, but really didn't get anything else going in that first half.
Strong move by Foreman, but it doesn't go. He got right to the rim, and we've got a timeout called by Dell City. It's the fastest I've seen Lenny move in a long time. We get that timeout call. 30-second timeout. The ball was loose on the floor, but I'm going to say the Eagles had possession. So Dell City will have it underneath their own goal. got a capacity crowd here tonight. It's having a great time. Bealey's going to throw it in. Working off a double screen is Green. Garrison works into the corner, gets the open shot for Veely. Rebound comes away to McMorris. Good block out by Breath to keep Garrison from getting an offensive rebound. We got a blocking foul in transition. First of the half. That is the third on Jamori McAllister. That will get him a seat next to Coach Hatchett as Deshaun Long checks back into the game.
Garrison was a little frustrated with Veely on that last possession as he wanted it again on the interior. This is strong.
Wanted a foul, McMorris. They didn't get it. Green into the front court.
McMorris, that time, you just got to go up with 2 hands above the rim and finish that with 2 hands. That time, tried to avoid the contact, misses the layup that he probably should have made there.
Garrison working his way towards the basket. That move has been tough to stop tonight, but he's short. Garrison pushes Breath and gets away with it. Williams. Morris trying to post up Long inside. They are going to need some backside help there. And the shot's rejected by Foreman. Went up strong. Now Douglas takes it back on the long turnover. McMorris wants the oop and doesn't get it. Solid job by Long to get the rebound. He's going coast to coast. Going to be called a charge. The ball went in. I think that's the right call.
Veely that time maybe just a little bit out of control. Williams that time steps in, draws the charge.
We have not had a lot of scoring here out of half. Had some good defensive plays. Breath gets the block on Long. Team foul number 3. So that's foul number 3 on Long and McAllister. He's going to get the Kalen Godwin up off the bench. Turnover.
Very nice hands for Garrison there as he steps in and deflects it and knocks it off the inbounder, getting the ball back for his team.
Oklahoma City Public Schools this year, Northwest Classen beat Del City early in the season. We're waiting on some of the football players probably to get into basketball shape. May not have even played in that game. This Douglas team probably the best of that group. Del City fans really like that. That was Veely. Got Scott to fall down. Some nifty dribbling. I'm sure that'll be a nice TikTok.
No doubt. We'll see that again tonight.
Scott is unimpressed. Ballard pokes it away, and the inbounds pass intended for Garrison. Williams open. Looked good, was just a little off, and the rebound will stay in possession of the Trojans.
If you're Douglas, you love that look by Williams as he's wide open, feet set, just good knock it down.
Crowd now kind of getting into the game a little more. McMorris will go for 3. That shot is blocked by Garrison, but he's going to be called for the foul. 3 free throws coming up for McMorris. He got a lot of ball, Joe, but after the shot kind of fell into him through the contact with the body. Garrison's trying to say that McMorris kind of kicked his legs out.
McMorris not a great three-point shooter, although he can make it. If you're Garrison, you just want to contest. You don't want to put a guy at the line shooting 3 free throws with a chance to get an opportunity to get 3 points for his team and get a chance to get in rhythm with a game like this.
McMorris has hit his free throws tonight. He got a chance to give his team back the lead. Got them all.
That's big right there. 3 points.
First Trojan to reach double-figure scoring in the game. Got a little box and one going here, Joe. Trying to deny the ball to Green. Garrison goes strong and has a foul called against him. Terry McMorris picks up the foul his first. They're going to call this on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up for Garrison. It's interesting they're trying to deny Green the ball at all costs. Garrison's free throw's good.
As we talked about earlier, Green is the one guy who's made perimeter shots for Dale City in this game to kind of space that defense.
Garrison got them both. Eagles provide a little man pressure. Ballard inside, viciously rejected by Garrison. And here come the Eagles.
Big time block that time for Garrison.
Ooh, Ballard was right there. He anticipated that pass for Veely coming over from Godwin. He was only able to tip it out of bounds. Garrison drops it inside for Green. Green lays it up and in. Tough shot. Contested. Green gets it off the window.
When the ball touches Garrison inside, good things tend to happen. As he finds another cutter, slicing to the rim, Green finishes with the lay-in.
Jason Breath gets the points right back in the lane. Garrison with a catch, pump fake, working on McMorris, throws one up. Wasn't even looking at the basket. Still hit the rim, and he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Second foul on McMorris in the last 2 minutes. Free throws look a lot better than the shot.
Doing a good job of knocking down his free throws, getting to the line as I don't know if he's missed one tonight. Normally you have a guy, big fellas don't shoot the ball as well, but showing a nice touch from the free throw line.
He's a big man with kind of a guard's mentality.
Yes, very much so. Very nice frame on him, but can do a lot of things, very versatile. A lot of things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet.
Garrison playing some defense on McMorris out front. McMorris gets into the lane. Athletic move to lay it up and in on the finger roll.
Big time finish for McMorris as he takes off from the free throw line and finger rolls it at the rim.
4 points in the paint for the Trojans on their last 2 possessions. Veely working on the handle out front. Eagles trying to spread the floor. 45 seconds. Coming with a trap. Williams comes over. Williams trying to take it away from Veely. And they're going to say, officials are going to have to huddle here, but they've got 2 different calls. Good job to get together and over the disagreement.
Good call that time as Williams has got his hands on it to knock it in the back court.
I agree with you. Green in, Godwin out for Del City. Holman in, and Breath out for Douglas. 25 seconds to go. Garrison comes out for the screen. Veely finds Green. Garrison at the elbow, 7 seconds left. Wide open Foreman, good look. It's long. Trojans will have a shot. Ballard, corner, 3 up, and too much from Devon Scott, who can hit those. 37-36 after 3. We got 8 minutes to go. We'll take a timeout here on the Squirtle.tv Game of the Week.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Welcome back. 37-36 Del City over Douglas. I want to say thank you to Carlos Woodard, the athletic director here at Douglas High School, Stephen Alexander, the head coach, Terry Long, administrator for Oklahoma City Public Schools, for helping us out tonight and allowing us to bring you this game of the week from Douglas. It's a good one that I think both of these teams have been waiting all season for. Morris working on Garrison, goes up another, changes hands and lays it in.
Very nice move that time as Morris finds the ISO, able to use the rim to shield off the defender, finishing with the reverse layup, putting Douglas ahead by 1.
It's a big time play. Williams is all over Green, chasing him all over the floor. Garrison trying to work on McMorris, picks up his dribble. He's able to get into the corner. 3 from Veely, no, and Breath up for the board. Ballard into the lane, tough, wild shot, and Garrison is there for the board.
Ballard that time may have forced the issue a little bit, thought he got hit on the play.
3-pointer from Green, perhaps rush that. Great defense by Williams to be right there with him on the shot. Douglas has the lead in the ball. Del City led through most of the third quarter. Breath was working on Green, and Steven Alexander is going to call a timeout. That three-point shot that was so key for the Eagles at the end of the second quarter, those opportunities have really gone away. They've done most of their damage from the free throw line in the third quarter, so great job and some adjustments by Steven Alexander on defense.
Yeah, Douglas is doing a good job of trying to take the three-point shot away. But, you know, Del City, they don't shoot it well, particularly as a team. They do have Green, who's a much more consistent shooter, although we had Foreman make a couple early in the first half. But they really want to get the ball inside to Garrison and try to play off him, as he's made a couple nice passes, but they just haven't been able to convert there in the second half.
All the points scored in tonight's game from Del City have been by seniors. This has been a really, really good group that has produced a lot of winning basketball in the last 3 years. We'll see if that kind of plays out tonight with the experience. You got to give the visitors the experience edge down the stretch, but this is a very talented Douglas team.
A lot of games have been won by this class, and Coach Haskett, they'll have to reload next season.
Morris has been guarded most of the night by Garrison. Penetrates into the lane, switches hands again. Breath underneath, gets a rebound, waits until Garrison came over, but a foul is going to be called on Garrison. 5th team foul in the third on Garrison. Scott throws it away, and it goes off the hands of Breath and out of bounds. Good defense by Percy Green to get a hand on that pass.
Scott that time came off, maybe had a shot, tried to settle in and get the ball inside that time, just not making a good pass, creating a turnover.
Garrison tries to get it back to Green, who's posted up on Williams. Williams did a great job on him. Green has the rebound taken away by Breath, and more good defense for the Trojans. McMorris used a little bit of an elbow. And McAllister comes over and, let's see, ties it up. We got a foul. Jump ball.
That time, if you make Morris, once you go by a defender, you got to be aware that he's coming back from behind you. That time, McAllister just didn't give up on the play, creating a jump ball, getting the ball back for his team.
Foreman drops it into Garrison on the block. Breath right there with McMorris waiting for the double. Foreman waited on the Garrison screen. Dribbles to his left. Eagles showing some good shot discipline here. Feely. Foreman. Short. Rebound Douglas. The Trojans could get some on this end of the floor. They're going to be in good shape. That is Ballard going coast to coast. Couldn't get it to go, but they'll keep the basketball.
Ballard that time getting all the way to the rim, just couldn't finish that one.
Nice inbounds pass to McMorris. No, not on the shot, but on the floor. The foul will go on Percy Green. Foul number 2. The next free throw will put the Trojans in the bonus. That may help them kind of break the lid off the basket at this end. Both teams playing a very high level of defense.
Very good defensive battle here, as both teams went in the locker room, made halftime adjustments on how they were going to defend the other, and have both teams have done a good job, both as neither team can get in rhythm here in the second half.
Both teams really well coached. Breath. Turnaround, good.
Jace Breath again with the ISO on the top of the key. No one open, so he just makes a play on himself. Games like this, guys are just going to have to make plays. Not a lot of offensive sets are going to be able to be executed because the teams are so good defensively. Just going to have to beat your guy one-on-one.
McAllister gets to the rim, shot blocks, and they're going to count it. That was tough, man. It was right there at the apex.
Very close right there.
Wow. I'll tell you what, that was a great block. Close.
Very close right there.
Ballard. Trojans with a 1-point lead. McMorris. To Williams. Switches dribble, almost lost control. Breath working in on Garrison. Under the basket, shot blocked. Breath gets it back. Ballard going into the lane. Good job of trying to find an open man rather than to take it up against the interior of the Del City defense. And the Eagles back to try to take the lead. Garrison in on McMorris. And a blocking foul called. Count the basket. Jamori McAllister gets inside. Breath was on the ground, and this is a big, big bucket there to give the Eagles the lead, and a free throw coming up from Jamori McAllister.
That was kind of close right there. Most of the time in high school basketball, once the contact is made, it's no continuation. That time, Dwayne Doolittle giving a little continuation there, getting the and one for Del City to put them ahead by one.
.305 to go. This one going right down to the wire. Thought on that last play, again, Garrison really extremely effective as a passer, but some of those, he's close enough where probably would be best to go up for the shot. Free throw's no good. It's going to remain a 1-point game. Ballard finds Williams. Three-pointer, count it. Big bucket, we'll take a timeout. 2:53 to go. Douglas up by 2 on the Jaden Williams 3.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Welcome back. 2:53 to go in the Squirtle game of the week. I've been really impressed with Jaden Williams. He only had 6 points in the game tonight, but his defense has been a very, very big key in the second half. Percy Green had 10 in the first half, only 2 here in the second half, and he's done a great job playing denial defense.
Williams has done a good job of just denying Green the ball and not letting him catch it in comfortable positions to allow him to do anything offensively. And then the knockdown 3 there was huge to put his team ahead.
Scott threw that off of Garrison, but I think his foot was on the line. So that means the Del City will retain possession. Every possession is going to matter here down the stretch. Garrison in the post, Breath waiting to help. Garrison into the lane, got right to the basket and scores. That's the kind of shot that Del City needs right there.
That time, McMorris there just giving Garrison an angle. He's too big and too strong to give angles because he can just score over the top.
McMorris tries a three. Got it!
Big three and the answer there for McMorris and Douglas to put him back ahead.
That's the kind of shot that it's a good one if it goes, maybe not as good if it didn't. Garrison into the paint again, throws a wild one up, and McMorris grabs the rebound amongst 3 Del City players. Gets the ball to Ballard. Ballard's going to push it. Steven Alexander wants to spread the floor here with 1:41 to go. Timeout. Douglas has 1 left, and they'll take a full one here. We'll take it with you. 46-43, Douglas on top of Del City.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started, 405-308-3324, or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Welcome back. Douglas with the basketball, 1:35 to go. Mr. Atkins, this game has been as good as advertised.
No doubt, as both teams, 2 high-quality teams, both state championship contenders in their class, just battling out. Who's going to make the last play here?
Both teams have shot really well from the free throw line tonight, too, and that's going to matter in this game because at some point in time you figure that we'll have some important free throw shot. Ballard gets right to the rim and scores. Great take with the floor spread and no one there to defend. 5-point lead.
Ballard had been unlucky on a couple finishes earlier in the 3rd quarter, but that time able to get it and finish.
Nice bucket by Garrison, up and in. Timeout to get it back within 3, under a minute to go. We'll take a break with you here. Conclusion of this one coming up here on the Squirtle Game of the Week. Full timeout, 48-45, Douglas.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Welcome back, 48-45. Douglas over Del City Trojans with the basketball. And Joe here, always looking for a turnover on the press. After that, you're going to have opportunities to foul to get at least 3 1-and-1s potentially for Douglas to make him earn it to the free throw line.
If you're Del City, it's now who do you foul if you can't create a quick turnover. McMorris has been phenomenal at the 9. I think Ballard missed a couple early in the game, but I think he's the only guy to miss for Douglas today.
They got Breath double teamed, and a foul is called on McAllister. So that will put Breath at the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
1-and-1.
Breath gets the first free throw to go.
Breath, the senior, knocking down the free throws. If you're going to win state, you're going to have to close out games by going to the free throw line, knocking them down in crunch time.
They've made them all throughout the game tonight. Green finally gets it. He'll pull. Air ball, rebound, Breath. And this is looking pretty good for the Trojans right now. Ballard gets fouled by Deshaun Long, and he'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity with 22.9 to go. I think this crowd just kept getting bigger and bigger. People just kept coming in, man.
Great crowd for tonight's game. Standing room only.
Ballard got the first. Got the second, got a good roll. He's up to 13. He had a big basket in this game, Doug, or Joe, getting to the bucket on that drive.
We don't have that mix up too often.
No, I don't know what I was thinking. Ridiculous.
Ballard, yes, with 4 big points down here at the end of the game in the crunch time.
Veely goes into the lane and just got lost up in the air. I think a good job by the officials just to say, yeah, that's a turnover. Quickly up off the bench, Deshaun Long in for Veely. And the Eagles will take a timeout down 7 here with 17.8 to go. Some of the crowd will get an early head start out of here. What are you talking to your team about right now if you're Lenny Hatchett?
Well, the first thing is you want to try to get a steal. Not enough time right now, so you're probably going to have to foul right away. But if you get a good trap, if you don't steal it immediately, you're going to have to go ahead and foul because it's going to take 3 possessions to win this game. So with only 18 seconds, you're going to have to foul pretty early.
Dale City is right in the mix. They are the 2nd seed on the western side of the state behind Carl Albert. That's their final game of the season, and the only time they'll play the Titans. They're the number 1 seed on the west side of the state. They got a pretty good squad.
Who is it?
Carl Albert.
Yeah, Carl Albert probably the best team on this side, but if you're Dale City, 5A is pretty evenly matched, but I think it's probably 4 or 5 teams that can win it. Dale City, of course, with Garrison, will be right in there. I look forward to seeing this because it'll be interesting, but I think Dale City, when it's all said and done, they'll have a chance to be right there in the end.
We saw Memorial in the Tournament of Champions. They're always tough. They've got a good team. El Reno is another team that's pretty decent on this side of the state.
And we can't forget about Southeast with those 2 guards. And Fields and Graham, they can always get hot and get back on the roll.
Williams gets it. And the Eagles aren't necessarily trying to foul, working on maybe a little late game execution. And the Trojans will dribble it out. Big time performance from Terry McMorris. 17 points for him. And some clutch free throws in the game, and Douglas wins it by a final 52-45. We'll take a quick break here for about 1 minute, and we'll come back. We'll try to get Coach Alexander on the headset with Joe here to get his thoughts on the ball game. But a great win tonight.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit VersatilNetworks.com for more information.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
We're back here in Douglas Gymnasium. I'm Joe Atkins here with winning coach Steven Alexander. On the interview, Coach Alexander, talk to us a little bit about this game. As this game probably has been talked about a lot through the state about getting to this game. How did you get your guys ready? Because not having school, not really getting a chance to practice, how did you get your team ready to play?
I knew that it was going to be a little rough in the beginning, being that we weren't able to have actual team practice on a consistent basis. But our guys were excited about this game the minute they seen it on the schedule. It's an exciting game. We knew it was going to be a bunch of hype around it, and our guys came to play. I was proud of them.
In a game like this, probably a little more physical than what you'll get to see in the playoffs. How can you take this game, because you have another game tomorrow, how do you get your guys back ready to play as you're going to play within 24 hours?
Exactly. That's what we've been talking about is being able to win back-to-back games, being able to play good basketball on a consistent basis, having something to go off of. We talk about having some substance about us as a team. And, we know you have to win a certain amount of games to win a state championship, and that's our goal. So that's what we're excited about. So it's going to be a good test for us tomorrow.
I know you don't get probably caught up in the rankings, but in the rankings, your team maybe a little underrated as they're being ranked for, as you've had the same two teams be ranked 1 and 2 all season. Have you talked to your guys about that, or is that any motivation going into as we get prepared for the playoffs?
Well, we feel like it's a lot of good teams in 4A. We know that the competition is heavy. Being that we're ranked number 4, it gives us a chip on our shoulder. Our boys respond well to being the underdog. So that's not a bad position for us to be in. The 3 teams that are above us, they're good basketball teams. But we look forward to seeing all of these teams in the playoffs.
McMorris, the Dale City transfer, of course, has been big for you all season. was a little slow early in the game, probably a little anxious going against his former team. I thought in the second half he's really settled in. Did you talk to him in halftime and give him some tips, and what did you say to him?
Well, I tried to talk to him before the game. I knew this game meant a lot to him. He's a good kid. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, so you would say, high energy. So I say that to say I tried to calm him down. I knew talk to the coaches. I knew it would probably be the second half before we got his best game. But I think Terry McMorris is, if not the best player in the state, one of the top players in the state for sure.
I thought Landry Ballard in the fourth quarter really stepped up for you, made some crucial plays, knocked some free throws down at the end of the game. Talk to him about the development of him from the freshman year coming into his sophomore season.
Right. Well, last year Landry was depended upon heavily for us to score the basketball. So at the beginning of the year, with us adding some players, it was kind of confusing to him, exactly what his role should be. But we tell him all the time that, an engine has many parts, and you're a very, very important part to this engine. So we're only going to go as far as you take us, So his development, I feel like as he continues to play, he'll be able to show people really what kind of point guard he is, because he has a lot of different tools, being one that he's very, very, very unselfish, So the best is yet to be seen, but I'm very, very proud of his progress. I am.
You guys play early tomorrow. Trey, your son, Alexander, Creighton, Villanova tomorrow night. Watch party at your house?
You know it.
Thanks for coming on with us, Coach. Enjoy the victory with your team, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Thanks, Stephen. No, you're good. I'm good. Appreciate it. Stephen Alexander, head coach at Douglas. That'll do it for us tonight here on the Squirtle.tv Game of the Week. Thanks to our crew. We always do a great job. Final score 52-45. Trojans over the Eagles. We'll see you tomorrow night from Omega.